welcome to my Tarot Corner. So thank you all for your amazing support, and I know how supportive and loving you are. And one of my subscribers is in Israel, and she wrote something to me, and it did. Well, I didn't want to talk about it, but it did remind me of one of the things that caused one of the reasons that I just felt sick to my stomach in the past few days. And on Thursday we had Jerusalem Day, and Jerusalem Day is a day to celebrate, well, actually the 6 Days War, which is a war that, we went into this war because we had no choice, but we won that war in 6 days, and that was a very big, big blow to the Arab countries around us. And one of the big wins or victories of that war was gaining control over both part of Jerusalem, the old part and the new part. And one of our people see as a victory and part of us see as a big failure was the gaining control over the occupied territories. And there was one very, very wise person in Israel at that time called Professor Joshua Leibovich, who was religious, but he could see things clearly. And he said then that the occupied territories will bring us to the verge of destruction. And he said then that we should give those territories back to Jordan, from whom we occupied those territories. And many people in Israel were so, there was a euphoria around the victory, and how easy that victory seemed, and how quick that victory seemed, that people just didn't realize what a big wound in our society these territories will bring in the long run. And I am really, I'm repenting on the fact that our leaders decided to keep those territories and not give them back. But what happened on Thursday was that, in celebration of the reunification of Jerusalem, the government organized this parade. It was called the Flags Parade. And this parade was planned in all parts of Jerusalem, including the Muslim part in the old city. And when the people of the right wing, which are very, very extreme, went there, they acted in extreme violence towards Arabs. They hit them. It was a terrible, terrible sight. And the bad thing out of all of this is that nobody came out and said that this was horrible. Not in the least as much as they are coming out against, for example, one of our television presenters that just came out and said that the rabbis and the leaders of the extra Orthodox or the extreme Orthodox are, sucking our blood because they are taking so much money out of the public funds. So she is now under fire because of that, but nobody is thinking to blame or to find those people who hit these Arabs in Jerusalem and to prosecute them or to even say something about the way that they were acting. They did say something that was really low key, and they didn't say enough. Not when you look at the photographs and what was done at that day. Okay, so that is part of the reason why it's so hard for me to detach myself from what's happening here and to start listening to videos or even reading articles about what is happening with the four royals that are just, well, they're shenanigans that are just, it's really hard. But when you think about it, and this is the introduction to this video, what we see is the whole world that is getting, well, into a place where evil wins. And it is really difficult because we see those sussexes, Harcoles, whatever you want to call them, do more and more things that get people angry. And now, for example, with this New York chase, that many people are coming out and saying that this was a lie, that this couldn't have been. Backgrid came out and said that this was not true. And people are proving that this couldn't have been. So a lot of things that they're doing, they coming out with lies and they keep on using these lies, and the world is still letting them get that attention, get those awards, even though they do not deserve them. And this is why I'm doing this reading, because one of my subscribers asked me to look into Gloria Steinhem, because it looks like Gloria Steinhem is this elderly lady that is being played on by Meghan Markle, that she doesn't see or doesn't realize that she is being used by Meghan Markle for her own ambitions. So this is one of the possibilities. Another possibility is that, well, not many people heard about Gloria Steinhem, and the fact that Meghan actually resurrected her from oblivion is also something that could be on one of Gloria Steinhem's agendas, to have her ideas, to have her own agendas talked about, and she is actually the one who is using Meghan in order to get her name talked about, to get her fame once again, because she was someone who was very, very very known in the feminist world, but she's now, I think, over 90 years old, and she's, well, many people don't remember her, and this was a way for her to return to the limelight and to return and to bring back her ideas into the center. So what is it, and what is it? So what did she expect from her friendship, so-called, with Meghan? Did she really let Meghan use her, or did she use Meghan? Which one is it? And how does she see Meghan today? And is she satisfied? Is she not satisfied? So this is what this reading is going to be about. And I am using the Zodiac Tarot, which is another one of the Rider-Waite clones, another one Rider-Waite Tarot. But it's really beautiful, and it is following the Zodiac. And what's beautiful, it's the colors are very bright, vibrant, although the background is dark. So it gave me the impression of this darkness and darkness and vibrancy going on together. But also, you don't know exactly what is going on, and the zodiac sometimes is really different, and well, that is a way of finding out. So before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. And I see that I forgot to put on the candles. So let me just put on the candles and we will go on. Okay, so let's clear the deck. And let's start asking. So, what did Gloria Steinhem want from Meghan when they met? And what did Meghan want from Gloria Steinhem when they met? And as always, Rosie wants to go out when I am just starting the reading. So let's start over. So what did Gloria Steinhem want from Meghan when they just met? What did Meghan want from Gloria Steinhem? How did Gloria Steinhem see Meghan? And how did Meghan see Gloria? Did Gloria got what she expected, and did Meghan get what she expected? Who is really using who? Whose agenda is being really advanced in this relationship? Is Gloria satisfied from her relationship with Meghan? And is Meghan satisfied with her relationship with Gloria Steinhem? So Meghan Markle and her relationship with Gloria Steinhem. Who is using who? Whose agenda is being advanced? And who is more satisfied from the two of them? Okay, so let's cut the deck. And let's start. So the first card is Gloria Steinhem and the way that she saw Meghan. And what I'm getting here is the Three of Cups. Okay, so it was in the reverse, but the whole deck was in the reverse. So the Three of Cups is a card of celebration. And this is a card that showed that Gloria Steinhem saw Meghan as someone who is in this place of celebrating. So she didn't take her too seriously. She saw her as someone who is, well, enjoying life and maybe even getting too many drinks, maybe even addictions. Maybe she even knew about many of the things that Meghan and Harry are exploring. But the Three of Cups is, as I always say, there are three cycles in each of the tarot suits, and the first cycle is from the Ace to the Three. So the Three is the first success in the suit. And in the Suit of Cups, it is the first success. It is the very minor success. So Gloria Steinhem looked at Meghan as someone who did not achieve much, but she's celebrating as if she did achieve a lot. And remember that Cups energy is an energy of a lot of feelings, and it's an energy of well, all sorts of feelings. It could be love, it could be other, but it is about having fun. It is about celebrating the pleasures of life. It's a person that is not getting too much substance. It's about someone who is actually very superficially celebrating things. It's not so Gloria Steinhem did not look at Meghan as someone that she expected her to understand the real meanings of her life's work, or the real meanings of her agenda, or the things that she was working for her entire life. She didn't expect her to do that. She did see her as someone who has the ability to get things done, who is very much celebrating her successes, and someone that she can maybe benefit from her from that contact. So this is how Gloria saw Meghan. And how did Meghan see Gloria? So Meghan saw Gloria as the Eight of Cups. Interesting, because the Eight of Cups is about letting go. It's about leaving things behind and going away. But look at this card, because this card is about a person that is not going towards the moon, it is going towards the sun. You remember that in the Eight of Cups, in the regular Rider-Waite tarot, the person is going away towards the unknown, and there is a moon because it is connected to the mother. Here there is no moon, there is the sun. And if we're looking at the zodiac signs, here we see, I think this is the Libra, and this is, well, I'm not sure, I'm not that good in zodiac signs, so I don't want to open the book for that. But we see the sun here and not the moon, so there is a father issue. And this is what this is what Meghan is seeing in Gloria. So it is connected to Meghan's father issue as well. And it is about leaving behind the Eight of Cups that are full and going away. And Meghan sees Gloria as someone who has already, well, things are behind her. Her activism days are behind her. So she sees her as someone that she can, well, take away her ideas, take her way, use her influence, but she's someone whose days of activism are behind her, so she can use those cups, those filled cups that Gloria is leaving behind, and just, well, take those cups for herself. But it's interesting that both of these energies are cups energies. So both of them are seeing each other's with cup energies. So both of them are looking at each other's with feelings. So it's interesting. But as Gloria is looking at Meghan from, well, an older point of view, and she's looking at her as someone who is superficial and not really deep enough to understand the real meaning of things. Meghan is looking at Gloria as someone who is already done the things that she should have done in her life, that her life's work is behind her, and that right now Meghan is, well, this is a very good place for Meghan to start her own voyage, and she wants to start from the Eight of Cups because then she can go to the Nine of Cups and to the Ten of Cups. But just see that she doesn't have so much a mother issue as she has a father issue. So that's why we have the sun here. And the sun has 4 eyes. So these are 4 eyes that are looking at her. And these are 4 eyes so she feels that people are looking at her. And she feels that she's being scrutinized all the time. It's really interesting. It's like Meghan is feeling that her entire way of the way that she treats Gloria Steinhem, the way that she is looking at Gloria Steinhem, everything that is connected is very much looked upon. People are looking at her. People are waiting to expose her. So she's very careful not to say things that might damage her relationship with Gloria, not to say things that might seem as if she is disrespecting Gloria. She's very, very careful. She's aware that she is under surveillance all the time. But the sun card here, the sun is here to show us that there is a father issue. Okay, so this is the way Meghan sees Gloria. Now, the fact that Gloria is seeing Meghan as the 3 of Cups tells us that Gloria does not approve of celebrations like that. She doesn't approve the use of all sorts of substances and addictions and celebrating things before you actually achieved actual things. Well, Rosie wants to go out again. Okay, so now what did Gloria want to achieve from her connection with Meghan? And what we're getting here is the 5 of Wands. So this is really about getting a victory. So for Gloria is no fool. She understood that by her connection with Meghan, she will achieve some kind of victory. For her, it's about getting her ideas out there. It's about getting her award, for example, to get more free publicity for her award ceremonies, because nobody heard about those awards before Meghan received an award from Gloria. So all of these things received more publicity, more attention after this connection between Gloria and Meghan became evident, became public. So the 5 of Wands is about going out into a victory quest, but requesting some kind of help, but not conventional type of help, but the unconventional type of help. So this is what it's about. It's about asking for non-conventional type of help. And for Gloria Steinhem, the connection with Meghan is this unconventional help. A help for her ideas, help for her projects. Everything that she's doing received a lot more publicity, a lot more attention since her connection with Meghan. So don't feel any kind of pity for Gloria. Don't see her as this fragile old lady that is being taken advantage over or something like that. No, she's very shrewd. She knew exactly what she's doing. This is what she was trying to achieve. So this is her taking that non-conventional help. This is her utilizing Meghan's name and her publicity and her title. This is her using Meghan's title to get her own ideas, her own agenda into some kind of victory. So this is what Gloria wanted to achieve. So what did Meghan try to achieve from this association with Gloria, and we're getting the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is the reporter, and this is about Meghan wanting to achieve air energy. This is about air, and this is about her wanting to get more publicity. Page of Swords is the reporter. This is the one who is very good in communication. This is the one who is very good in publicizing things, very slick tongue, and sometimes even liar. And for Meghan, it doesn't really matter if things are true or a lie. She wanted the publicity, and she knew that by aligning herself with Gloria, she will get that publicity. So she wanted that publicity. This is what she wanted to achieve. This is what she went after, and this is exactly what she tried to get. So for her, there was no big ideas that she was trying to trying to achieve. There was no nothing, that is in the looking at the world and trying to achieve big things in the world. This is not about social responsibility. This is not about politics. This is about nothing of the sorts. It's just about getting her publicity. This is just about her and getting her name attached to someone who has very good very big credibility, a very good name as someone who is an activist, and she wants to be seen as an activist, and she wants that publicity. So this is the only thing that she wanted to achieve. Okay, so after meeting and knowing each other, how did Gloria think? What did she think of Meghan after seeing her, meeting her, being with her? What did she really think of her? And we're getting the Three of Swords. Well, the Three of Swords is destruction and failure that is known in advance. This is someone who is unable to see reality, and because he's unable to see reality, this is the Libra. Because he's unable to see reality, he ends up, or she ends up, in destruction and in failure. And this is what Gloria thought of Meghan after she met him. So if before she met her, she thought that she is celebrating all the time, that she is addicted, or maybe she's getting Harry addicted, but she saw her as someone who is constantly celebrating things that even things that she shouldn't celebrate. Now it turned into another three, but this three is a failure. So let's say that after she met Meghan, she realized that Meghan is on the fast track to become a failure. But it doesn't matter the fact that she knew that she will become a failure, that she could still utilize her. But she knew that she will become a failure after she met her. So this is how Gloria really thinks about Meghan. So she's not blind. She sees Meghan for who she really is. She sees Meghan as someone who is doomed to fail and doomed to end up in destruction. But she thinks to herself right now, I will utilize what I can. I will extort whatever I can from the name, from the title, whatever I can to promote my ideas. But then when Meghan ends up in that destruction, I don't have to be there. Okay, so what does Meghan think of Gloria after she met her, after she had got that award from her? So what does she really think of her now? And we're getting another sword, another sword energy. Interesting. So this sword energy is the Seven of Swords. So it looks like Meghan realizes that Gloria is not someone that you can trick. Because the Seven of Swords is a card of someone who is a very good strategizer, someone who is very good in planning. And I think that after meeting Gloria, after talking to Gloria, after being close to Gloria, she saw that Gloria is not something that she can spin around her little finger. She saw that Gloria is someone who is very shrewd, good in thinking, very good in planning and strategizing. So Meghan realized that this is not something that she cannot play Gloria. She cannot trick Gloria. So she can only hope for Gloria to make a mistake, but nothing more than that. And this is something, so she realizes that even though she thought in the beginning that she could, make Gloria leave those cups behind and she could just take over those cups and move forward to the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, now she realizes that all she can get from Gloria is that publicity. That is all. But publicity, that means the award and everything that comes with it. This is publicity. But Gloria won in the battle of shrewdness and the battle of who is more who has a better strategy here. And Meghan realizes that. Okay, so that is how they really think of each other. And the last card for each is Gloria, satisfied from what happened after the last New York encounter, and we're getting the Ten of Pentacles. So actually, yes. So for Gloria, everything that happened with the car chase and everything that happened around this doesn't matter to her. For her, she got what she wanted from that, and for her, this is her getting the Ten of Pentacles. This is about abundance. It's about getting what she wanted. So this is her being satisfied from, and this is me getting what I paid for. So she got that, she paid in with that award to Meghan, but she got what she wanted. She got the publicity she wanted, and she knows that next year that award will have more interest, and people will be more interested in this award, and people will be from now on more interested in things that Gloria is doing and Gloria supports. So this is what her looking at the things that she achieved and the things that she managed to get from this connection, and she's satisfied. So is Meghan satisfied from that New York encounter, everything that happened? And we're getting the Two of Swords. So this is a message card, but with tendency to no. And this is the card that comes right before the Three of Swords. So it just tells us that, first of all, she's not satisfied. But it also tells us that Meghan is not seeing reality as it is. So she is convinced that she is right. She's convinced that she was hounded by the paparazzis. She's convinced that everything that she's saying, this whole narrative, she believes that. And she convinced that everything that she is telling the world is true. And because of that, she will end in the Three of Swords. This is about not being able to deal with reality because you cannot see reality. And in this card, we see, first of all, a woman that has a moon on top of her. And we see a woman that closes her eyes. She doesn't have a blindfold. Her eyes are closed. that means that she can open her eyes at any moment. So all she needs to do is open her eyes and see reality. And once she does that, she will be able to cope with reality. But she's not doing that. And because she's not doing that, she will end up in the Three of Swords. So this is the card that just tells us that Gloria Steinhem is right, and she sees Meghan exactly the way that she is. She's just able to see the future without tarot cards. Okay, so that's the tarot. And thank you for that subscriber that sent me, I won't say your name, but thank you for sending me those questions. And I will be very appreciative for more questions, because it helps me to focus on subjects that are interesting to you, and because I find it very difficult to get updated in everything that is going on. It will help me to pinpoint the way that the things that I get updated with. Okay, so I'm using two different tarot oracle decks. One of the first one is the Oracle of Visions. It's an oracle deck by Ciro Marchetti. He has quite a lot of tarot decks, you know, the Tarot of Dreams, the on the top of my mind, I don't remember every name, but he's a very fruitful creator, and this is a very beautiful oracle deck, but the cards don't have any keywords, so you have to have the book with you, right near you. You cannot work with this deck without the book. So let's start by clearing the deck and ask for a vision regarding Gloria Steinhem and Meghan Markle's relationship. Big cards. Let me try again. Okay, that's better. Okay, so Gloria Steinhem and Meghan Markle's relationship. Gloria Steinhem and Meghan Markle's relationship. So I'm getting card number 22. So let's see what this card means. It's interesting because it seems like this message is mostly regarding Gloria, because we see here a person that is looking at this projector that is showing him scenes from his past. And the message is that a moral being is one who is capable of reflecting on his past actions and their motives, of approving of some and disapproving of others. And this has to be a person who has a past, who has ability to look at his past and ability to be a moral person. And I don't think that Meghan has that disability, but Gloria does. And I think that we got this card because maybe Gloria does see that Meghan doesn't have that disability. But this card is calling Gloria not to dwell on the past, but to look at the things that she can approve and the things that she can't approve, and just let them rest. But to be a better judge of the things that she has done, the good and the bad. But a person who has no morals won't be able to do that at all, won't be able to look at his past actions and won't be able to judge them fairly, because for that person, everything that he has done in the past is good. That is the definition of a narcissist. Okay, so that is this card. Interesting. Now, the second oracle is the witching hour. And this oracle is about a process. It is a process that it doesn't have to be a witch. It could be anyone. But it is a process that a person goes through from morning till dusk. And in every stage of the day, every part of the day, there is a process that you go through. And I just want to see on the timeline, as you can see, we have this sand clock here. So on this timeline, where is Gloria and where is Meghan? Where can we put each of them on the timeline of this developmental process? So let's clear the deck first. Which is the witching hour for Meghan Markle, and which is the witching hour for Gloria Steinhem? Which is the witching hour for Meghan Markle, and which is the one for Gloria Steinhem? That is, of course, in their relationship. So for Meghan, this is the first card. And for Gloria, this is the second card. So Meghan's witching hour is friendship. Okay, so she is in a friendship mode. So she's looking for friends, looks like it. It's a waning, barely moon. And let me just look at the message. And the message is, and we're talking about her relationship with Gloria Steinhem, that it is time for her to focus on her closest and faithful friends. And she might be in a situation when she might need the help or advice of a friend. And it may be that a close friend needs her for something, for some support. So she needs to remember that she needs to focus on her friends, and maybe she needs to focus on what Gloria Steinhem gave her and what Gloria Steinhem might need from her, and maybe to try, and if she wants to have a continuation of that friendship and maybe to gain some more advantages from it, to try and, well, get that friendship deeper. So this is the focus of Meghan's right now. And Gloria's focus is justice. Interesting. So Gloria is not so forgiving. And this card is telling that she needs to consider just behavior or treatment in a specific set of circumstances. So she needs to look at the things that have been fair and just, and to look at the things that haven't been fair or just. And if someone else not treated her fairly in a recent situation. So this is the time for her to find where the inequalities lies and bring justice to that situation. And as you know, Gloria Steinhem was a justice warrior. So where Meghan needs to try and be a better friend to Gloria, Gloria needs to look into that relationship and consider whether that relationship is good for her. Interesting. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, write me emails with suggestions, and I hope that it will not take me too long to get back to you, but I will try as soon as possible. So, bye.